Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Offside Show. Yes, sir. How you all doing today? I hope you all doing really good. I mean, I don't know if you can tell by my voice today, but I'm doing actually pretty good. It's been a nice week this week. It's been a nice day today. Actually, today it's been a long day, but not because it's just because I woke up at 7:30 and I got at school probably like by 9 a.m. and right now it's 7:54 and I still gotta record my podcast, which is gonna be probably an hour long. So I'll be probably getting home at 10. So that's an equal of almost more than 12 hours outside of my house. But it's fine. I mean, that's the only thing that is that why this day it's been too long. Because other than that, last week was the one that I was actually really rough. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you guys that I had 3 exams and a lot of assignments due. And this week it's been pretty chill, to be honest. I don't have any assignments due, no more exams, not right now at least. And yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty good day, pretty good week, because, well, I just noticed, well, I was not noticed, but I was just notified that I got 50 out of 50 in one of my exams. So it's an A, and I'm really excited about it because, yes, sir. I mean, who don't like to have A's on your grades? And also, what is important about that grade is that this class they only grade you by 2 exams, so the midterm and the final. And I already scored an A on on the midterm, so I don't have to worry about that much on the final. I mean, I have to, but I was just trying to get this over with, and I think I've been making it so far. But we're not here to talk about my life. I just want to give you a quick update of how am I doing today, why am I so excited, and I hope you're also doing good. And if you're not doing good, I hope you're here and you can forget about your problems early, at least for an hour. And yeah, for sure, why not? I mean, I didn't know what to say because someone was staring me at the door. That's why I got out. I don't know. Anyway, um, but yeah, give it up for your host of tonight, which is me. I forgot to say that at the beginning. Temo. And well, also as a part of my introduction, I want to say thank you for the support on the first episode, guys. Cause I just they uploaded the first episode on Monday, finally. Uh and because that first episode I recorded 2 weeks ago and they just published it on Monday. And but yeah, finally it's out. You can listen it to through the UIC Radio YouTube channel, and it's doing really good, guys. Like I'm surprised on how good this first episode went because right now it's about 130 views, I think. I The internet is not loading right now. I don't know what's wrong with the internet today. 132 views today. So this was uploaded 2 days ago, and I don't want to compare myself with others, but it's quite a few more views than the other podcasts and the other videos on the UAC radio as well. But like I said, it's not I want to compare with myself with others. I just wanna thank you all if you're listening to the first episode. I don't know how many of you are gonna listen to this second episode, but if you're here, thanks so much. You're part of this, and yeah, I wanted to cry. But yeah, let's go straight to business because I don't want to waste no more time. And I think I want to do this podcast different than the other two. Let's see if I can do it. Because like the last two podcasts, you'll notice if you're listening to the podcast, you'll notice that I've been spending lots of times and different matches, and I've been running out of time. And at the end, I'm just like rushing everything out. And yeah, I just want to make sure I can cover as much things as I can. And I mean, this is my baby. This is my first project ever. I'm still working on it, so I still don't know what it's gonna work. How do I want to be this? Like how I want this podcast to be, like the root I want to have. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is just my experiment right now. It's like the first child. I never had a child, but I'm pretty sure the first child is just experiment for parents. And yeah, let's go straight to business. So yeah, finally, not international duty. And what a comeback, guys, because this was Champions League week, and it's been an amazing week. Champions League, and it's just today. And the good thing is that the it was match three, I think so. I don't remember, but yesterday was the first few matches for the match three, and then today was the other couple matches for this match three. So it's fresh. I don't have. I mean, I have the results, but I haven't looked at the games for today yet, and just because they were today, and I've been very busy today. And literally, I'm recording an hour late today because I was on a meeting with the UIC Radio today, and it ended at 7:30. So I got here probably like at 7:35, and the room was closed. Like I said, you don't have to listen to my life. However, before we get into the Champions League and we go over the different leagues like the Premier or La Liga, I want to first start with the continuation of the U20 World Cup. If you remember, guys, last week I was talking about the quarterfinals and the semifinals and how everything went and who were the finalists for this World Cup 20 U20, and we got a winner. And you want to hear it? Nah, you don't want to hear it. Let's go to the third place. So the third place, it was Colombia against France. And yeah, Colombia won. Yes, sir. Round of applause for Colombia. I don't know what was the result because I don't want to get into details again on the U20 because I don't know. I mean, like I said, I want to do this podcast different, and I don't want to spend a lot of time um, on different things like this thing because yeah, you know what I'm saying. I hope. And yeah, I forgot to put the results in here. It's not that I don't want to tell you, and the internet is really slow. My phone is about to die, and I don't want to look for it in my phone because it's about to die, and I still gotta go home. So yeah, Colombia third place. That's the only thing I know. Probably imagine I'm wrong. That would be crazy. Anyway, final Morocco against Argentina. Argentina, madre mía. Well, that's Spaniard. What of them. Che, boludo. No me la conté. Perdieron. They lost. They lost 2-0 against Morocco. Congratulations, Morocco. I mean, I was hoping Argentina to win because, like I said last week, us as Latinos, I have a bond with all my Latino community. I consider you my friends and sisters, and I want Argentina to win. But I saw a lot of people were really happy that Argentina lost, and I don't understand why. Well, I actually understand why, but I don't share why people is hating on Argentina. And I mean, the reason is why people hate on Argentina. It's because they tend to be. I mean, nothing against Argentina. Like I said already, I support you guys, and I think you're one of the greatest national squads ever, even in youth or like the actual national squad. You're one of the greatest national squad in history, and actually, right now, you're probably top three in there. But I feel like sometimes Argentinian people tend to be like they tend to feel like they're kind of superior. I'm talking about soccer, I'm not talking them as a person. But the thing is like they can back up their words. I mean, they already won 3 World Cups throughout the history. They got two of the best players in history, which is Maradona and Messi. I mean, they can back up their words. I mean, they tend to be kind of like cocky. I think that's the word. but they can back up the words, and I think that's why people hate Argentina, because nobody likes people who is like really cocky and is like all over like showing off and is like, yeah, look at me, man, I'm better than you. I can beat you anywhere. You don't know nothing about soccer, and I think people from Argentina tend to do that. And nothing against them. Like I said, they can back up the words, but I can understand this feeling of hate because I have an example here, which is Ilya Tupuria from the UFC. If you don't know, now you know. I'm a really lover of UFC as well. And Ilya Tupuria right now, I think it's kind of divided the public opinion. A lot of people love him, and a lot of people hate him. I kind of hate him, but not as a person, not as a fighter. I mean, right now he's the best fighter on the roster on the I think his lightweight division. I think so, yeah. But he's just been knocking people out. He's one of the best boxers in the UFC right now, and there's not much we can say wrong about Ila Tupuria as a fighter. However, I don't like how he is as like in front of a camera because I don't know him as a person. Probably he's one of the best person I'm gonna meet ever. But yeah, I don't like how he act in front of a camera. Like I hate the confidence he have, and I hate that he's undefeated. And but you see, that's me. I mean, how I'm gonna hate someone that is actually doing the right thing and he can back up his words? You know, I mean, I hate Ila Tupuria because he says I'm gonna end this fight on the first round, and then he do it, and it's like, come on, bro, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I think that's the same thing with Argentina right now. I mean, people at the end got what they want. Morocco won, Argentina lost, and congratulations to Morocco. I mean, like I said on the last podcast, Morocco now is the World Cup winner on the U20. They ended on fourth or third place. I don't remember on the actual World Cup 2 years ago, 3 years ago, almost four actually. And yeah, congratulations to Morocco. I think they're actually doing the right thing. They're on the right path to become a really good national squad and someone to be feared. And Argentina, I mean, they got into the final. They are the actual World Cup champions. There's not much I can say about Argentina. They're doing the right thing. They keep doing the right thing since the moment they born, I guess. And that's it for the U20 World Cup. Because, like I said, I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about this. And let's go over Champions League straight to business because it's been an exciting match week 3 because probably this is the part that I'm gonna spend the most today, but we'll see because I also want to go home. Probably this episode is gonna be shorter, but let's see. You know, sometimes my mouth doesn't shut up. So let's go straight with the first match. I mean, I cannot have him on a list because, well, I have it on a list, but forget just what I just said. Let's go to the first match the first match that I have here. Well, first, actually, I'm just gonna say that probably I made the goal count wrong because I was just doing it like minutes before I got into here. But if I did the right math, there was 43 goals in 9 matches. You know how insane that is, guys? 43 goals in 9 matches. And I think just there was just one match for yesterday because this was all yesterday. I don't know about today. This is all yesterday. And for yeah, for yesterday, 43 goals, 9 matches. If you divide it, I don't know the math. I'm really bad at math. And you're gonna say like, well, how can you do that? I mean, 9, 18. I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, every goal, I don't know. Yeah, forget about what I just said. Let's just focus on soccer because that's why I'm majoring on communication. I don't know how to do math. I'm really dumb at that. However, Barcelona against Olympiacos. That was the first match for today that I have in here. And insane. Barcelona won 6-1. And they they already on a win streak right now. They have two consecutive wins after they had two consecutive losses. So Barcelona, it's looking good again. This Barcelona reminds me as the one from last season. They were like just scoring a bunch of goals to every single team. They were winning each match for over 3-0 or 4-0, 3-1, 4-1. They were like the goal difference were like more than 3 each match, or at least a lot of them. And yeah, 6-1. It's a great result for them. Let's see if I can let's see. Well, I'm gonna talk about this at the end. But the most important things to talk about this match, it's the Fermin scored a hat trick, and congratulations to him because that guy. I don't know if you guys remember or if you guys saw it, but that guy was the main player on the Olympic Games last year. That guy carried the whole team, and I don't remember if they won. I think they actually won. And they got into the final. That's for sure. I don't remember. I don't have it in here. Like I said, it's my internet is really slow. But for me, it's becoming a great player, and this is the good thing about Barcelona because they also had a debut of also another young player, which is Draw. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but guys, what's wrong with Barcelona in a good way? I mean, because they actually let players debut as like they have young players always they have new young players that they come from the Masia. You know, the Masia, if you don't know, is like the youth teams on Barcelona, and they probably got is the best youth team in worldwide. It's because I don't know the word in English, and but in Spanish we call it fuerzas básicas. Let me see if I can translate it real quick. Fuerzas básicas. The word, it's basic force. Yeah, I don't think that's the actual, but yeah, it's just like the youth squads. That all the teams have, and Barcelona is probably the best. And so what I mean, like for example, players like Messi, Andres Iniesta, Xavi Hernandez, I think Jordi Alba, I think also Piqué, like probably all the players that won that were on their Pep Guardiola era. I think that whole squad, probably half of the players on that squad, they all were part of the Masia, you know. And Barcelona, it's already showing that they keep doing the same thing. Like right now, they got Fermin, they got Gavi, they got Lamine Yamal, which is the new superstar from Barcelona, and I'm glad for them. I'm glad that they given the opportunity to young players because you don't see that a lot in all like on different teams. For example, if we compare it to the Mexican league right now, because there's a rule that you have to put at least I don't know. I was talking about this last week as well, but because if there wasn't the like if that rule didn't exist, this the Liga MX before was just like full of outsider players, no chance to youth players, and yeah, I mean that's why I like that about Barcelona, and I respect that because they have the confidence on their youth players, and they confident enough to put them on an 11 started, and this is the result. You have young players that are hungry, and they want to play, and they want to show that they're ready for this opportunity. And for example, this one guy that just made his debut, Dro, he gave an assist, I think so. Yeah, and it was the second goal that Fermin scored. He gave an assist, so this was his Champions League debut, and I think on the match week for I think it was match week 7 or 6 for Barcelona on the league on La Liga. He also made his debut. I don't know about how it went on there because I wasn't able to watch all the games on La Liga this week, neither to check the results. But I'll go over probably later on this podcast. But yeah, Fermin scored at minute 7. Lamine Jamal assisted. Fermin again at 38. As Dro Fernandez assisted. Then Lamine Jamal at 68. Penalty kick. And I want to talk about this because I don't like Lamine Jamal celebration. I mean, I was talking with one of my friends yesterday, Gael. Hello, if you're watching this. I've been mentioning on my last three podcasts probably, but it's because I talk a lot about him, and I wish he can be here one day, but he don't live in Chicago, so that ain't gonna happen. At least not right now. Probably in the future. But yeah, I mean, I like Lamin's Jamal celebration because he simulates that he's putting a crown under his head, above his head. And I don't like that. I don't know why I don't like that. But I was talking with Gael and he told me, like, no, man, that's his signature celebration now. And I was thinking, okay, you got a point. Because the first time he did it, I was like, what does that even supposed to mean, man? Because yeah, it's probably because I'm a Madrid fan and I've been watching a lot of hate pages about Lamine Jamal and like hate publications on Facebook and on Instagram, and probably it's already on my core. But nothing against Lamine Jamal as a person or as a player. Like he's probably top 5 best players in the world right now, arguably the first, and just because he just came back from an injury. Um, but I don't like his celebration. But if that's gonna be his signature celebration, I'm gonna get used to it. That and aura, it's aura. Probably that's why I don't like it. This is the same example that I was talking about Ilya Tupuri at the beginning. But let me explain why I don't like this celebration, particularly in this game, because he just scored a penalty kick. They were winning. This was the 3-1. So they were handling the game already, and the game result was 6-1 at the end. So it's like, bro, you got the game under your control. You just score a penalty kick. I mean, and it's nothing wrong against, nothing bad against, nothing wrong against. How am I put this? There's nothing wrong if you score a goal via penalty kick because you gotta score them, and sometimes you lose a game if you don't score a penalty kick. But the thing is, like, that's the easiest way. It's like a free throw on the basketball. Imagine you just score a free throw. It's not a game winner or anything. Imagine you just score a free throw on a basketball game, not a game winner, a regular free throw. And then you just go, take out your shirt, go with the fans, and start all doing crazy things. This is how I feel this celebration. But, I mean, you got to score the penalty kicks. And if that's your signature celebration, it's fine. And then minute 74, Marcus Rashford scored. He scored twice actually. And 76 again, Fermin Lopez. This was a funny game. A funny goal, I mean. Because this guy, Rooney, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm assuming it's Rooney, like Wayne Rooney. But this guy, the one who gave the assist, he made a control, like one of the best controls ever. He got the ball like Ronaldinho, and then the pass, he failed, and the pass were like a lazy pass, shitty ass pass, but it was actually a set piece. Well, not a set piece, but he crossed the ball perfectly to Fermin Lopez, who just scored a banger. And congratulations, Fermin Lopez. I saw. I don't know if this is true. I didn't check it, but I saw that this is the first Spaniard player who ever scored a hat trick on Champions League, or it was something like that. I'm sorry if I'm wrong because my internet is not working. And I just saw that like a fact, like a quick fact yesterday. And lastly, Marcus Rashford scored at minute 79, Pedri assist, and yeah, Barcelona won 6-1 against Olympiacos. And congratulations, guys. You are there on Champions League and you're back on track on your Victory Rose. Yep. Yeah. Let's go over the second match, which is Arsenal against Atletico Madrid. Guys, I don't know. Atletico Madrid, it's probably the worst team in Europe. I mean, there's worse teams, of course, and that's one of the biggest. And Atletico Madrid is actually one of the biggest teams on on Spain on Spain, and you also gotta be careful about Atletico Madrid. For example, I mean, I'm saying that those guys are the worst team in Europe and on Spain, but well, not in Spain, but they just beat Real Madrid like 5-1 2 weeks ago, so I cannot say nothing. I better stay with my mouth shut. And but yeah, Arsenal won 4-0. 4-0. And Arsenal is just proving that they are here to win Champions League and the Premier League. Those guys, it's because I talked this before, and the thing is, like, always Arsenal was lacking on a striker, and now they have a striker, and you can see the difference. Like, probably Joker is not scoring the same amount of goals that he used to score back on Sporting, but he's scoring. He's not doing Alexander Isak thing. He's actually scoring, and but yeah, this game, the first goal was scored by Gabriel. It was a set piece. Declan Rice gave the assist. Then Gabriel Martinelli with a banger. I saw this goal. Oh man, the curve he made to the keeper not to be able to save it, because actually the keeper touched it, but the shot is so powerful, and it's had the right curve to the right, so you can, even though if you touch it, it's gonna go in anyway. And Oblak is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. I don't know right now. He used to be, for the last probably 5 years, he was the best goalkeeper in La Liga. Probably until Courtois arrived, and after Ter Stegen got injured. But then the third goal was scored by Gyökeres, and the last goal was scored by Gyökeres again. And this is one thing that I want to talk about Arsenal, because I hate those guys. And nah, I don't hate them. I actually love this team. I hope they can win Champions and Premier League. Well, unless Liverpool win it. If Liverpool win if Liverpool is still on the, if Liverpool can still win the Champions League, the Premier League, fuck Arsenal. And Champions League, again, fuck Arsenal. But Arsenal, this is one thing that I hate them about. It's that they are so good on set pieces, and it's funny how they can score a lot of goals. It doesn't matter if it's a free kick or it's a corner kick. Those guys always have the right play. For example, on the first goal, which was scored for by Gabriel, it was actually just like, if I don't remember really well, but Declan Rice, it was a corner kick and it was straight to Gabriel's head. Gabriel, oh yeah, no, it was actually, this was a free kick. Declan Rice served the ball, Gabriel header, and it was a goal. And then on the second goal of Gyökeres, this one was the corner kick, and I think probably Declan Rice as well. Centered the ball to the second post, and then Gabriel was there. He gave the ball back to Gyökeres, and Gyökeres with the kind of like the inside of the, I forgot the part of the leg, but it's kind of like down on the belly. What's the name of the part of the body? I mean, it doesn't matter. It's the groin. Yeah, he scored with the groin, and it was a funny goal to see, because it's nah, I'm not gonna say it, but you can imagine. Gyökeres scored with the groin, And but like I said, it's two set pieces in one match. And Arsenal, every time I see a match of those guys, they score a set piece goal, and that's why I hate him because it's like, come on, man, play another thing. We say, well, I say on Spanish, invéntese otra cosa, padrino. And basically, I'm saying that you gotta like play with another thing, and but it's a way to play, and you cannot argue that they're doing nothing wrong because they're actually doing really good on that. And they already mastered the set pieces, and if the game is actually really tight or you cannot score a goal, the set piece is the key, and they found that key. It's not like Barcelona at the beginning of this season where they were playing on the offside trap and they were getting scored a lot of goals because there's not a counter attack on this. I mean, unless you have all your players waiting for the set piece or waiting for the center. Uh, I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't get the header, and if you got a good header, like a good shot, and someone's saved the shot, it's gonna be a corner kick again, and you got another set piece again. And yeah, on the first goal, actually, I'm giving credit to Arsenal, but it was also poor defending. This was I forgot his name. It's like Fernandez or something. But yeah, Trash Atletico. That's how I like to call them. Trash Atletico de Madrid. And if there's an fan, Atletico Madrid supporter, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. That's what I think. And at the end, you already won my team, so you can keep that. Um, oh, I have a note in here. I don't know if I should talk about this. I'm just gonna do it real quick. But if you don't know, guys, the manager from Atletico de Madrid, which his name is Cholo Simeone, he is the best. He has the best salary among the other coaches. He is the best paid coach in the world, and I don't know why. I can understand why. I mean, he's been there at Atletico de Madrid probably for more than 10 years already. I don't know. Yeah, probably he's been there for more than 10 years, and the only thing he has won on 10 years, it's one league, the most important title. I don't know if he already won the Copa del Rey or things like that. Well, I don't think so. I know they won one league or probably two, but this one was like 2019. They went over two Champions League finals, I think, and they lost one against Real Madrid. And remember, guys, that final, the Ramos header on the 99th, like 93 minutes, and then they tied the game. Atletico was winning 1-0, and then Sergio Ramos tied the game on the with the header, and then Real Madrid won the Champions League final like 4-1. It is what it is. That's why trash Atletico. And then for the next match, we have Villarreal against Manchester City. And the only thing I want to mention about this game is the man, Erling Haaland. He is insane. And is he's insane. That's the only thing I can say about Erling Haaland. Cause that guy, he just broke well, he haven't broke the record yet, but he just tied the previous record from Ronaldo, which is the 12 game streak scoring a goal. So this is the 12th consecutive game that Erling Haaland scored a goal, and that record belonged to Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know when was the season that he got that record, but Erling Haaland now is just one match away to break that record, and congratulations to him. Because I mean, I was listening to one of the guys that I follow who speak about soccer. His name is Dabo. Hi, Dabo. If you're seeing this, I don't think so because he don't speak English. But if you ever see this, I'm gonna about to talk. I don't agree with what you said, and he was saying that there's only three players that can play on the that from the contemporary era that can play on like years before, like 10 years and 20 years ago, and I think he mentioned Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, and Pedri. I think so. I think those three guys were the ones that he mentioned, and he was saying like Mohamed Salah, nah, nah, and he went like over different players, and I don't agree with that because I see people forgetting about Haaland, and I don't know if he forgot about Haaland or he actually don't think that Haaland can play um like on a league 10 years before. But I truly believe that he can. I never seen nothing like Haaland before. I mean, we had Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, who those guys are amazing. Those guys are crazy. Those guys are aliens. There's nothing compared to Lionel Messi or like Cristiano Ronaldo, at least for what I saw with my own eyes. But Haaland is the one that surprised me the most this contemporary era because he's being he probably he have more goals than matches played by now on his national squad. That's for sure. As just like as a player, I don't really know. But I remember these data probably when he was playing at Borussia Dortmund. I think he was like 63 games and 61 goals. So that guy's insane. He's just one of the best strikers that we have right now. He probably not. I mean, he's the best striker next to Harry Kane. Those guys are the best strikers in the world right now. But I mean, it's just he's too strong. He's so pacey, and he also can kind of dribble the ball. I mean, I think this guy double was referring more like, for example, you compare it to Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez was a maniac. He was able to take the ball, have the court, and take a shot from there and score a banger. I haven't seen nothing. I haven't seen Erling Haaland do that, but it's just really amazing how he can score a lot of goals. And like if before there were better players, imagine better players developing, not developing, like delivering assists to Erling Haaland. I mean, if you can score, you're gonna be able to score no matter what. And guys, why I like to talk so much? I'm now 40 minutes and and I'm still in Champions League. But well, this is just for today. I have other two matches, but I don't really want to go into detail about those. I mean, PSG won against Leverkusen 7-2. Oh shit! I forgot about the score. 7-2 against Leverkusen. That's insane. But I mean, those guys are the current champions. Nothing to be surprised about. It's just like it's a lot of difference. 5 goals difference. It's crazy. And then we got another match from yesterday, which is PSB against Napoli. They lost 6-2. It's because that's why I had a lot of games today for from yesterday for Champions League. It's because there were a lot of goals. But the only thing I want to say about PSG and against Napoli is like, what the hell is going on with Napoli, guys? Like, really, what the hell is going on with Napoli? Like they sometimes see like they're the best team in Italy, and then they win on Champions League. Last week, or like the last Champions League week, I remember I was talking about Kevin De Bruyne, and damn, sorry, it's because I just saw Chivas is losing 1-0 against Querétaro. Dios mío. Well, anyway, um, I don't know what's going on about Napoli. Um, but yeah, I hope they can recover because my boy Kevin De Bruyne is there, and I love that guy, and he's the best player in the world in history, the best midfielder. If you know, you know. That's what I gotta say. And then let's go just for Champions League from today, because I haven't seen a lot of results for today. This was they actually it was not like yesterday, thank God, but it was a couple good matches today. So we got Chelsea against Ajax for today. Chelsea won 5-1 against the Ajax. And let's see, internet's not loading. Well, while this low, okay, now it's right here. So the guys who scored this for Chelsea, it was Mark Yu, Moises Caicedo, Moisex, bro. Again, I'm gonna keep telling you guys, Moises Caicedo probably the best player in Chelsea right now, and he's Ecuadorian. So, and he's scoring goals, and he's a defender player. I mean, he's a midfielder, but he is a defender player, and he's scoring goals. Man, it's just amazing. And then we got two penalty kicks. One from Enzo Fernandez at 45th minute, then Estebao at 51st minute, and then at the 48th minute, damn, the five goals were scored on the first half. That's crazy. It was scored by Tariq George. I don't know this guy, but congratulations, Chelsea. They it's they're so irregular, guys. They play good. They play good. This season, they can fight for the Premier League and they can fight for the Champions League, but they just sometimes they win these important matches and then they lost against a team like so irrelevant team, or sometimes they got like three losses streak, and then they win five consecutive games. I don't know. This is Chelsea right now. And then we got Bayern Munich against Brujas from Belgium for O. And I mean, Bayern Munich is getting back to be Bayern Munich. And what I mean by this is last season, Bayern Munich, they were winning, they won the league, but I mean, Bayern Munich winning the league is nothing. It's nothing new. I mean, they won 11 consecutive leagues. I'm sorry. So 11 years we saw Bayern Munich winning the league. So it's not a surprise that Bayern Munich is it's winning the Bundesliga. But last year they were kind of I didn't like that team, and I was like, nah, this Bayern Munich. Because all like if you ask to any person who actually likes soccer, I was about to say soccer lover, but that sounds really bad. Any person who actually likes soccer, if you ask him about Bayern Munich, they always gonna be like, nah, those guys. You always gotta take care about. You gotta always be careful about Bayern Munich. Those guys, they always insane. Even though they not always the first contender to win the Champions League. They always there, and people always talk about them. And I think right now they're getting back to being that Bayern Munich. Um, if I have a time to talk about Bundesliga before the end of this podcast, I will do it. But I think they have like goal difference for 23 goals. So that's crazy. And on this game, we got Leonard Carl. I don't know who he is, but he scored a goal at minute fifth, and then at the 14th, Hurricane, Hurricane, and then we got Luis Diaz at 34. Luis Diaz, man, I miss you, Liverpool. Luis Diaz, Luchito, and then at 79th minute, we got Nicola Jackson. Well, he used to play for Chelsea, and he's one of the trash players that everyone laugh about. And now he's scoring goal. I mean, it was against Brujas, but he scored a goal, and he was not scoring any goal on Chelsea. So congratulations, Jackson, you scored a goal. Then we got a couple more matches today. Yeah, Real Madrid play against Juventus. I don't think I'm gonna go into detail again for this match because it was just 1-0 and boring ass match, I guess. And whoa, Bellingham, Belly God, he scored the goal, the game winner goal, and it was at 57 minutes for the second half. And I'm glad that he scored the goal because he was injured. Well, he was not injured. He went to surgery for one thing on his it's not the elbow, it's the shoulder. He had like a injury on his elbow, and he was not able to play as good as he usually plays, so he just got surgery. And he just came back probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And now he just scored his first goal of the season. and I'm glad. That means he's getting back in against us Juventus. You know, Juventus is a good team. Probably the most historic team on Italy, next to Inter de Milan and Milan as well. But those guys are the ones who have more leagues in Italy. So Juventus is an important thing, and they also have good players like Vlahovic, Yildiz, Makini, and Turam. I mean Kululu. And yeah, I mean the thing here, the only thing I want to say about this game is Belly goal score. I'm glad he scored again, and I hope he can get back to one of his best versions. And we got Liverpool against Frankfurt. You never walk alone. They finally won. They finally won. They had 4 consecutive losses. Dang. They finally won. They finally managed to win. And the reason I don't go in detail for this match is because I cannot open it. But I saw Florian Beards gave 2 assists, and I'm glad he did that because his first 7 matches, they were calling him the 007 agent because he was a 0 assist, zero goals, 7 match plays, and people were laughing about him a lot. And he finally scored. He finally gave 2 assists, and I'm glad for him. I think I saw Ekitike score. It's because my internet is not loading. UIC, come on. You gotta be better on your internet. I gotta record podcast, and my phone is dead. Anyway, I know Ekitike scored a goal. Florian Beards gave 2 assists. They won 5-1 against Frankfurt. So good for them. Good for them. Because now we're gonna talk about Premier League, and Liverpool lost on Premier League, and they lost against Manchester United. Guys, Manchester United. They lost. Okay, now I got the goals. But I mean, Ekitike scored a goal, Van Dijk scored a goal, Konate scored a goal, and the other one was scored for Cody Gakpo and Soboslai again. No, Soboslai gave an assist and get a goal. Cody Gakpo gave an assist, half his goal. Robertson gave an assist. I like Robertson a lot. Anyway, let's just go to Premier League straight. Now that I have an internet, I'm gonna go over the matches on Premier League. And Manchester United against Liverpool. You know, now spooky season is here. Next week is the Dia de los Muertos, and it seems that the dead is rising, because Manchester United, a dead team for the last 10 years, they have 2 consecutive win streak right now, and they won against Liverpool on Anfield, the Liverpool house. How this is really bad, because they now Liverpool have 2 consecutive. No, it's 3. It's 3 consecutive losses on Premier League. They were first probably 3 weeks ago. Now I think they're 5th or 4th. The Northwest Derby. This is the most important match on England. And at that team like Manchester United, nothing against Manchester United. Like I think I mentioned this before. I used to love Manchester United a lot. I love Chicharito. But facts are facts. And they are a dead team. But it seems like they're rising for the dead. I don't know if it's permanent or if it's just because Dia de los Muertos approaching. But I saw the first goal because I went to a restaurant to get breakfast with my family, and they had the game, and it was at the 30th second. 30 second. I mean, guys, how are you gonna let your score on your home field that early on a game? It's just the same thing that I've been saying for the last 2 episodes. Is Liverpool have a problem with defending, and it's because They don't have the players who defend. They just have Van Dijk, who's the best defender probably in the world. But Konate is so irregular on the wing, on the right back and left back. Sometimes, like I said, Kerkez. I don't like Kerkez. He's, I think he's really bad. Simikas was really good. I don't know why they. I think he's on loan right now, but he should have stayed instead of bringing Kerkez. Robertson, it's better, but I mean, this is not his season. Probably since last season is not the best that he ever had. But he's getting older, you know. Nothing against Robertson. He's a legend already in the club. And on the right side, we got Frimpong right now, who's injured. But I don't think he's also a defender player. He's more like an attacking player, just like Trent. So the problem with Liverpool right now, they need a defense center back. That's what they lacking right now. They need someone who's next to Van Dijk, and also nothing against Mamardashvili, but ever since then, ever since he's the goalkeeper for Liverpool, they haven't won a game till today. And I don't saying it's his fault, but maybe you don't know. And well, let's go just over the next match, which is Chelsea against Nottingham Forest. Chelsea won 3-0. They have damn, that's crazy. Chelsea have already um two consecutive wins for with the goal difference than more than three goal difference, and that's good. I was talking with Gael. Sorry, Gael. If you don't want me to mention again, just let me know. I'm gonna keep doing it anyway. But um, I think Chelsea is playing better without Cole Palmer, and it's crazy to see this because Cole Palmer, he's the best player in the team. But I think now that uh that Palmer is out, now the team is playing as a team and they're not playing for a player. And it's not bad to play for a player. It's not bad like if you're Lionel Messi, I mean, Barcelona used to play for him for probably 10 years, but he was Lionel Messi. And Palmer is not Messi, but he can carry the team. Like the World Cup, the Club World Cup, they won 3-0 against the Champions League winner, which is PSG. And it was because of him. He scored two goals, and it was all on him, to be honest. But like I said, I think now that Palmer is out because of injury, they playing better without him, and it's just because of that. Because now they play more as a team instead of just like playing for him. And I was trying to pull up the match right here, but I've been having trouble with the internet over and over and over, and sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what to do. But glad I'm on 53 minutes already because if the internet seems not to be working, I can just finish the podcast with what I have on my notes. And so just let's just go over the next match, which is Crystal Palace against Bournemouth. Because the reason I have this match in here, it's because um the result was 3-3, and that's crazy. It's an interest match. It's always pretty to see when when matches be like they tie, but it's because it's not a 0-0 result. They tie scoring three goals and three goals. It's just like it's amazing. It's amazing to see this. And Crystal Palace, it's I mean Bournemouth this season it's doing pretty good. Crystal Palace, I mean, there's not much I can say. They won Liverpool 2-1. And I don't know if they lose already. I think they lost last week, but or 2 weeks ago. But Crystal Palace next to Liverpool were the only teams that were undefeated on Premier League. And then Crystal Palace defeat Liverpool. So now Crystal Palace was the only team who was undefeated. And I don't know by now, but if they haven't lost on the last 2 weeks, they probably still undefeated. And it's crazy. It's good to see a team like Crystal Palace undefeated, because Crystal Palace is not an important team on England, at least right now. I don't know history. I don't know about in history, but it's not the Arsenal. It's not the Manchester City. It's not the Manchester United. It's not Chelsea. Not Liverpool, of course. It's not Tottenham. It's just the Crystal Palace. And I think for this match, I saw Semenyo scored a goal for Bournemouth, and that's the only data that I have in my mind right now. Internet, it seems that it doesn't want to work. Um, I guess I'm just going to move on to La Liga, because yeah, I mean at the end I mean it doesn't matter if I go over the hour, but I don't want to go over the hour today because I want to go home. I'm tired and I need to take a shower because I hate the gym, and I smell really bad. And I'm hungry as well. I haven't eaten. And let's go. Yeah, just let's go over La Liga. We got match week, I don't know, Getafe against Real Madrid, and Real Madrid won again 1-0. And because I cannot pull up the data for these matches. I just want the only thing I have in one of my notes in here. It's that, have anyone seen Rodrigo? Guys, I love Rodrigo. Thanks to him, we won the Champions League from 2022. But right now, it seems like he don't want to play. He forgot how to play. Look, I haven't seen a lot of matches of Real Madrid. I haven't seen a lot of highlights. But Rodrigo, I think he have like 4 months without scoring a goal. I don't know about assists, but he hasn't scored a single goal in a while, and that's something to worry about. Because I mean, I think it's just lack of confidence. I mean, Rodrigo was never a player who scored a lot of goals, but I don't think he ever been in this position that he don't score a goal for over like that much months, that many months. My English is not working anymore. Uh, but uh, yeah, it's just I'm just worried about him. I think probably they're gonna sell him, or he's gonna on a loan. I mean, this year there was a lot of speculation that he might go to the Liverpool, but at the end it didn't happen. But probably next year it might be a good thing for him because they play. It's because he plays on the left. Yeah, but Liverpool don't have any either. I mean, because on the right, Salah is the wing, but he's already 33, and for being a wing with 33-year-old, it's rough because you gotta run a lot, and at 33, you're already kind of old for soccer, and yeah. But Rodrigo can play either on the left or on the right. He in Madrid he used to play on the right, but I think he preferred playing on the left. And probably Liverpool is a good option for him because we don't have wings. We don't have left wings. And then we have Barcelona against Girona. They won 2-1. Um, this I don't have any notes in here, so just congratulations, Barcelona, you won. They finally won again on La Liga. And I think this was I don't know if you remember in this podcast. You better. I was talking about the debut of Dro, which is a player from La Masia. I think he made his debut in here for La Liga. It was Girona. It's good. Come on, internet. I want to go home, and I want to just wrap it up with this. Well, congratulations, Barcelona. You won. Let's go over Bundesliga right now because I don't have nothing for Serie A. Other than I'm just gonna spend probably next 5 minutes talking about how the standings is going for the different leagues. But yeah, I just want to talk about the match that was on this weekend, which was the Klassiker I don't know if that's the pronunciation, but it's funny because this match this week was English classic, well the derby, the Northwest Derby, Manchester United against Liverpool, and it was the Bayern Munich against Borussia Dortmund. So it was the most important match in on England and the most important match on Germany. Of course, Bayern Munich won. Those guys look unstoppable right now, and like I said, it's the Bayern League. It's not even. It shouldn't be calling the Bundesliga. It should be calling the Bayern League because they're gonna win again. They have a. I think if I'm luck, yeah, I'm luck. Because I pull up this before I got here. Bayern Munich right now have a goal difference of 27 goals. So 23 goals. They have scored 27 in 7 matches. Damn. Oh my god, that's a lot. And then we got they just had they had just they only had concede 4 goals. So la máquina bávara, Bávara machine. I think that's the accurate translation. But yeah, that's all I gotta say for this from today. I mean, Borussia Dortmund is my team in Germany. I was in love with Marco Reus when he was at Borussia Dortmund. But they're just that's my you see, I like the teams that actually have good supporters. For example, Chivas, Dortmund, Liverpool. Other than Real Madrid, all the teams that I support, they have the best supporters. And I guess that's the price to have good supporters. You have one of the worst teams. But let's just go review the standing for Premier League. Um, right now we have Arsenal on first, Manchester City on second. I didn't know that. They're there. They fighting for the league. Liverpool at third. They tie with Bournemouth right now, so we're not that bad. But right now the points different, so it's 4 points. It's just one match in a tie. So I think it should be good. But Liverpool needs to start winning. They spend a lot of money. Come on, guys, keep it up. And then Chelsea is at five. Yeah, Manchester United at nine. Tottenham is six. And the relegation teams: Nottingham Forest, West Ham, and Wolves. The goal scorer in here, of course, who else? Erling Haaland. He has 11 goals in 8 matches. Oh my god, I love that guy. And yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the goals right now. I'm not gonna say the assists. And then we got for La Liga, Real Madrid on first, Barcelona second, Villarreal third, and Atletico Madrid the fourth. The difference between Real Madrid and Barcelona is only 2 points. So, and it's a lot of league. I mean, it's the league is just barely starting, and this is gonna be fun. Relegation, Real Sociedad, wow. Then the Real Oviedo and the Girona. Then Real Oviedo, the manager for Real Oviedo, it was Veliko Paunovic. He used to coach for Chivas, and they just fire him. And I think they were on 13th place or 14th, and now they're on relegation. Que bueno, to be honest, because I love Paunovic, and they just fired because of. I mean, no comment. But the top scorer on La Liga, it's Kylian Mbappe, which has 10 goals on 9 matches. And he also was because he didn't score today, but he could also be he could also scored he also could be tied on the record on the Haaland just tied with Cristiano Ronaldo, the 12 goals streak. But he lost. I mean, he didn't score, so now he's not in the fight anymore. And for the Serie A, we got Milan first. Milan first. Wow. Inter second, Napoli third, and Roma fourth. On relegation, we got Florentina, El Genoa. No, come on, Johan, get out of there. And Pisa on 20th. And the top scorer is Riccardo Orsolini with just 5 goals. And see, this is what I was talking about on my first podcast. Um, the Italian just have a defending culture, and you can see on who's the top scorer on this league right now, who just have five. And I mean, Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, of course, is first. Then second, Leipzig. Third, Stuttgart. Fourth, Dortmund. Harry Kane is the top scorer with 12 goals on 7 matches. That guy is crazy as well. And relegation, we got the Mönchengladbach and I don't know how to pronounce this. The Heldenheim. Heldenheim. So German, so German. And well, guys, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this podcast today. I hope you can keep listening to my content and comment below what you guys want to see. If you, I mean, I think I kind of went did different. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but I think I did different this podcast. So you let me know if you actually like it or what you want to see. Probably I'm gonna talk about Liga MX after, because I want to talk about Chivas. But yeah, have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend, and thank you to stay tuned. This was the Offside Show.